Is your ex ignoring you? Here's why. Hey guys, my name is Danny and I'm your life and relationship coach. And as I said in the beginning of the video, this is about understanding why your ex is ignoring you. So my assumption would be if you are watching this video, you are probably in this predicament right now. And I wanted to say, I empathize with you. I know how difficult this be. I know how it feels to feel like you just can't get through to your ex. And all you want is to be able to prove yourself, to get one more chance, to be able to express yourself or explain the reasons for why things went the way that they went, and your ex is just not receptive to that. It's difficult, but one of the primary things that we have to take into consideration is why your ex may not be talking to you, right? One of the primary things that I have found, one of the most common ones that I have found is after a breakup, right? So let's say, for example, your ex, he is the one or she is the one that broke up with you. If they broke up with you, there is this newfound feeling of singledom, right? So it's this kind of injection of freedom. And I know that can seem a little harsh. I know that can seem a little tough to hear, right? Oh, well, now they have freedom. What? Did they feel like they were trapped with me? Did they feel like they were trapped? No, it's not about that. It's just the fact that the dynamic is different now, right? They're kind of in this new phase, this new transition. And the focus is on that right now. So their ability to be able to not be responsible for another individual, their ability to be able to really just kind of call their own shots and do what they want to do can be kind of exhilarating at first. It's kind of this injection of adrenaline, right? It's a high. And for you, it's difficult because it's not what you want. You don't want that space. You don't want to be single. You don't want to be in this predicament. Unfortunately, you don't have control of that in this moment. And understanding the potential reasons for why may help you to be able to navigate this a little bit more and become a little bit more settled in your emotions. So again, the first one that I am presenting to you, and the first one that I want you to take into consideration, is this newfound singledom, right? This injection of freedom and the ability to basically just kind of call their own shots and do what they want to do whenever they want to do it, and not have to report to anybody or not have to, feel responsible for you. The second one is you were too needy and clingy. I oftentimes find that in relationships, people have a tendency of falling into codependent behaviors. And when that happens, you have a tendency of losing yourself. So if you feel like you are one of the people that lost yourselves, you lost your identity in the relationship, that may have resulted in some insecurities that came out and caused you to hold on tighter, to try to control the environment, to try to control your partner a little bit more, to try to help you regain a sense of confidence in the relationship. But as we all know, confidence isn't built on insecurity, right? Confidence is something that you have to invest time into. And it does take insecurities for you to realize that you may have lost your confidence, or to help you to appreciate your new sense of confidence. But at the end of the day, you can't build confidence out of fear, out of regret, out of insecurity. So really taking a step back and analyzing, right? Evaluating the situation. Are you accountable for anything in the relationship that may have ended it? Were you being needy and clingy? Were you not allowing them to be their free, independent selves to the point where they felt suffocated and felt the need to walk away? And if that is the case, one of the reasons for why they may not be talking to you is because they are afraid of falling back into that pattern. They don't want to fall back into that trap. And they're also just trying to emotionally heal. They're trying to decompress a little bit from the situation. And again, I know that's difficult to hear, but one of the most important parts about breakups and trying to reattract an ex, or trying to really move on from the situation, is taking accountability and really viewing the situation from a different perspective. The third one is maybe you just had a really intense breakup, right? So maybe you guys were fighting all the time. There was resentment, there was anger, there was frustration. You guys were, not saying the nicest things to each other. There was a lack of respect. Whatever the case may be, the level, the intensity in which the breakup occurred will result in a period of time of you guys not speaking. And for you, you may be remorseful about the situation. You may feel like you want to be able to fix it. Maybe you are the type of person who is not avoidant. You're pursuant. So you're wanting to rectify the situation. You're wanting to speak your piece. You're wanting to gain closure. But for the other individual, they may have experienced that breakup differently than you did, right? Emotions, feelings, thoughts, they're all subjective. And if you try to put your feelings and your emotions onto somebody else, you will never come to an understanding. And it will be really difficult for you to be able to reattract that person if that is the way in which you are approaching it. So just keep in mind, think about the intensity of the breakup, right? And maybe it's amicable. Maybe you guys had a really relaxed, cool, casual way of breaking up, right? Maybe you did have some frustrations or some resentments, but you were able to talk through them. And you just decided that right now is not the best time for you guys to be together. And then they just stopped talking to you. So it can be confusing. And you're trying to understand, well, why? I thought we ended things amicably. Well, at the end of the day, they may have some internal things that they are working through that they don't necessarily want to have to feel responsible for you during that process. Or maybe it's because they are processing the emotions. They are still wanting to potentially give the relationship a go, but they know that it's not a good idea, and therefore they are removing themselves from the circumstance of the situation. There are multiple different reasons for why, but one of the primary ones that I'm saying to you is understanding the level of severity of the breakup. The final one, and the one that I see often, is ego, right? Them not talking to you is ego-driven, because if they made the decision to break up with you, then they are trying to follow through with their decision. And if they do not follow through with their decision, if they keep coming back, if they keep talking to you, if they keep, playing this hot and cold game, they may feel like they are weak. They may feel like they are confused, or whatever the case may be, right? Or maybe it's because they genuinely do care about you, and they know that they are in a place mentally where they don't know what decision to make. But at the end of the day, the one that I have come to find most often, and this is particularly in the case with men, right? I'm not saying, again, not trying to generalize, because I know women also have egos, and women have a tendency of being able to disconnect as well. But most commonly what I've come to find is that when a man makes a decision to break up with a woman, they want to stick to that decision. They are headstrong, they are stubborn, and nope, this is a decision that I made, and this is what I'm choosing to do. So even if they do want to talk to you, they may actively and consciously be making the decision not to do it. If you guys like this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. I would love to see or hear what you guys have to say, so please leave your comments down below as well. I tried to read as many of them as possible. I tried to respond to as many as possible as well. Maybe you just want to know a little bit more, right? You want to dive in a little bit deeper. You can visit us at www.withmyexagain.com, where we have a multitude of different videos and blogs and articles related to this subject and many other subjects as well. If you want to book a one-on-one coaching session, which I always recommend for people, particularly if you feel like your situation is a special circumstance, you can book via the website as well. We also have a multitude of different products on the website as well that can help you to reset, the dynamic of your relationship. We can help you to try to reattract your ex. So if you go on the www.withmyexagain website, you will see a section on there that says product, and there you can find video products, audio products, courses, ebooks, anything that you feel like you need in order to kind of help you through this current situation. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you're staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you soon.